Hey there, internet friend. MagicBrad here with the MagicBrad Show, and I'm going to do some magic today, believe it or not. It's not going to be your typical me just jabbering about business and making money on the internet. It's Sunday, so I deem this Sunday fun day. Well, here in my Magic Lounge, see the Magic Lounge? That's what I call this, the Magic Lounge. And so I'm not sure who's going to be on here because it is Sunday. People might be going out, walking on the lake. Beautiful day outside. Going to have to probably take on some of that too before it's kind of windy out. Got some storms going on. But I got my little table set up here. Let me clean it up a little bit so you can see what's going on. I always like to have my phone as a monitor to see what it's looking like on here, so I can kind of see myself. So I've shifted a lot of this stuff around. I've got some new features that I'm working on or trying to figure out with this with StreamYard. It's kind of a cool platform, and it's only like 20 bucks a month, so it makes it affordable. So it's got this cool little chaser thing on here. See, I can do that. A little distracting sometimes, but little chaser ticket turner. What do you call it? A ticker tape. That's what it is, a ticker tape. So there you go. I'm not sure if anybody can comment on here. A private chat. Let me make a comment and find out. Can you read this? Ta-da! So let's see if that showed up on my telephone. Phones aren't even telephones anymore. You almost don't even use them to talk on the phone. It's kind of weird. So, no, it doesn't show up there. So this must be for a private chat if someone's in the room. So again, I'm still learning some of the features of this platform, but I'm going to do some magic for you today, like I said. And to do it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my laptop up at a higher spot so you can kind of see me from a different level, if I've got enough room to do that. Barely enough. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, I can. I do have room. See, what I've got is, instead of Wi-Fi, I've got this hooked up to a, I don't know what it's called, Ethernet cord. So it's kind of a straight connection, so the internet is a little bit better. But that's some of the challenges you got to deal with the internet. So here's the first thing I'm going to show you. Speaking of all the different complicated things on the internet, there's simple things on the internet. And that's my thing, is about making things as simple as possible. So what I try and do is I get as many different elements out of the way so that things aren't as complicated anymore, because there's a lot of different elements from, to connect from me to you. You might be on the other side of the planet, and there's a lot of different networks that it goes through. So how can we make this as smooth as possible? And sometimes it's by removing cogs in the machine, I suppose you might say. And I've got a lot of other, I sometimes don't like to call them systems, but because they're just ways I do things that make things a lot easier and sort of circumvent time. It's sort of like a time bender. Like, one example is the way that my keys, I'll show you my keys. The way that my keys are arranged on my key ring. Here's a plug for AGC. Accelerated Global Connections. I got my little barcode key ring that we haven't been able to use. But my keys are pretty easy to find because I use the house key a lot. This just works with my car. I got a Toyota hybrid. So that just works when I'm in proximity. When I'm close to it, you push the button and it just works. So I don't need that anymore. But the first key is the house key that's easily accessible because I use that a lot. So it's on the outside, easy to grab, just quick. The other one that's on the inside is the mail key because I check the mail a lot. That's it. And then there's another key in the inside that I rarely use it. So that's how I arrange my keys to make it easier on myself. So let me finish. Let me do the little magic trick I said I promised you here. So let me adjust this a little bit so I can back up. Can you see me? Like my shirt? Okay. Little piece of dental floss. Now this isn't really mine. This is actually rental floss. Okay, bad joke. Sorry. Here we go. Little piece of dental floss. Rental floss. Look, mental floss. Okay, tell me if this looks like it breaks. Little piece of string. I'm going to take it right up by the camera lens here, and you tell me if this looks like it breaks. Watch. Does it look like it broke? 2 pieces? That's an illusion. It didn't really break because I'm creating an illusion like David Copperfield does. Same thing again. Watch right here. See, it breaks. One more time. We'll break it again. So what I'm explaining here is I used to use this with the event industry, and when someone's putting together an event, there's a lot of elements, a lot of things that are involved. You know, your venue, your chairs and tables and catering and decorations and invitations and name badges. There's a lot of different elements. So there's a lot of different things in the internet marketing world too. You've got generating your leads. You got autoresponders and all that complicated stuff. So here's all these different little pieces. See all the little pieces? They actually look like separate pieces. If you take a look, it looks like separate pieces. Doesn't it look separate? Now what I do is I take all the pieces like this in what I call a bare-handed fuse welding process. And the perspiration from my fingers will actually stick to the string. You see how that's sticking there? It sticks there, a little ball of pieces of string. And I take that and I put it on here like this, and when I squeeze, it'll actually stay there. See, just like that. That looks like one piece. Now, if you want to see magic, you just do this. Hey, isn't that cool? There you go. One piece of string. I don't hear the applause. Well, I tell you what. I'll get my own. I've got a little box right here, and I push this little button. Virtual applause. There we go. See? An audience in a box cost me $9, I think. Well worth the price. When I get lonely, I give myself a round of applause. So I've got my little table down here. Can you see this little table? There's my little magic table. So I'm going to actually do something on there in a little bit. But before that, I wanted to talk a little bit about magic and exposing magic. Now, I know I'm doing some stuff that's out of the normal, but it's a weekend, so I'm not really working. I'm playing. But there's a lot of exposure of magic. You see it on the internet, and you see it. There was even a guy on TV that did it. And different people have different opinions of this expose, because some magicians say, how are you going to learn magic if someone doesn't teach it to you? Well, there's a big difference, in my opinion, of someone just exposing it to everybody in the public and someone actually teaching you and you working as an intern and mentoring you, or you buying the magic or buying where you actually have something invested rather than just going online and getting it for free. And I think I've talked before about the concept of free, because when you have free, it multiplies tenfold, and that means you get tenfold of zero. So if you invest zero, you get back 10 times zero, which creates a vacuum. So if you don't invest into your knowledge, you get stupid, and more stupid. You get 10 times stupid or ignorant, or ignorant's a nicer way. To me, that's just ignoring. It's not saying stupid. So I don't want to call you stupid. But exposing the magic is kind of like giving someone a gift without wrapping it. It's kind of tacky. So the idea of exposing magic to people, I would also equate it to, some people have told their kids that Santa Claus is their dad dressed up in a costume. That destroys all the magic. That's not very nice for people to say that. Or they tell them that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist. Okay, so how long have I been going here? About 11 minutes. That's another thing nice about StreamYard is there's a little counter off to the side over here. And it tells me how many people are watching. It looks like 5 people are watching right now. I got a big fan base here. Some of them possibly magicians. And if you're on Facebook, if you could comment. And I'm not seeing it on Periscope right now, but I'm actually streaming in 2 different places at the same time. So that's the synergy concept, where I can do one thing and be at two places at the same time. That's pretty cool. So I will check back on the Periscope, folks, and see what's going on that end. But that's it. Why don't I get to my magic trick? I can do a magic trick on the table. So let me adjust this, make a little adjustment, and shoot this down like this so you can see the tabletop. Can you see the tabletop right there? Yes, off to the side. Maybe I can scoot it forward a little bit so you can see what's going down. Okay. Can you see the table? Okay. Let me scoot around the back of the table here. This works pretty good. This looks pretty good, just like this. All framed in. This. Okay, I got my toys. I'm going to pull the peepers off too, because I can't see that far anyways. Okay. I'll show you a little something with some money. You guys like money, right? You got money. I got money I haven't used yet. So these are real silver dollars. Real silver dollars. I've got a few of them. 1, 2, 3. There's a Chinese coin. You see the Chinese coin? See, it's got a little hole in it. 4 silver dollars. 1, 2, 3, 4 silver dollars and 1 Chinese coin. Now here's the idea. The hands, the coins. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 silver dollars and 1 Chinese coin. Now a lot of people don't realize it, but silver is attracted to gold. And this coin is solid gold. And I had it plated in brass to protect the gold. So it looks like it's brass, but it's actually solid gold. You don't believe that, do you? Okay. So silver is attracted to brass and gold. So 4 silver dollars. Watch them go from here over to here. This is all it takes. Just got a little squeeze and a push. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3 and 1 oil. There we go. We'll do it again. This is number 1 because it's first. Watch number 1. 1. This is number 2. 2. This one's number 3. Do you know why? It's because it's third. So we got 3 over here, 1 over here. All I do is get a little squeeze and a push. Listen. Just like that. 1, 2, 2, 2. One more time from here. This is number 1 because it's first. This is number 2 because it's second. 2 and 2. Now you probably don't trust me, so we'll go over it again. There's 2 silvers over here on the brass coin. Do you remember how many here? There, that's a Wisconsin hint. See? Is anybody here from Wisconsin, maybe? If you are, I'll talk a little bit slower. Just kidding. You can't make fun of Wisconsin. Let me tell you a story my friend Ben Bradford used to say. He said, you can't make fun of the people in Wisconsin because they got the 98% milk and they sell the 2% to us. Make sense? Okay. So we can't make fun of our Wisconsin neighbors. Of course we can. So 2 silvers that have not gone across. Do you remember how many here? The 2 silvers and the brass one. Here we go. 1, 2, and the brass one. From here to here, that's all it takes. That was 1. 2, just like that. Ta-da! Whoops. Just like that. So that's my little coin trick. I've got another one I want to show you too, and this is actually a classic. Where the hell did that go? Getting lost here. This is a classic in magic. It's hundreds of years old. And what it is, it's kind of like, remember that trick with the 3 shells and the pea and they mix it around and you try and find the one in the middle? Remember that? This isn't that. This is different. This uses 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 solid gold cups. Now here's the cool part. One of these cups is smaller than the other. And to find out which one that is, you just got to go like this and you drop it. And it goes right through. See how that went right through? Just like that. So we got 3 cups. Along with these cups, I've got 1, 2, 3 balls. Here we go. There's the idea. Nothing in my hands. Cups, 3 balls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take each ball just like this. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it underneath the table and I'm going to push it up through the table. It's going to jump up through the table and under the cup just like that. Okay? Now, normally you don't tell what's going to happen in advance, but I'm going to tell you in advance, so that's what's going to happen. So I take ball number 1. Here we go. Ball number 1. It's now under the cup. This is ball number 2 because it's second. Here we go. It's now under the cup. This is ball number 3. Same thing from here to here. There we go. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, just like that. Isn't that cool? Magic. That's number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3. We're going to do it again, but we're going to do a little bit different. This time we're going to put the balls under the cups from the front. Okay, that's number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3. So we got 1 ball under each cup. Here's all we have to do is just snap like this. These 2 will disappear just like magic. And they reappear under the center cup just like that. Yeah. You know what? This is too complicated. Let me slow this down a little bit. I'm going to put 1 cup away. Makes it much easier to follow. So we'll just use 2 cups and 3 balls. Okay? Here we go. That's number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. Now all I have to do is snap like this and watch what happens. Just like that. 1 disappears. And it reappears under the center cup just like that. Under the end cup just like that. We'll do it again. This is number 1. That's number 2. From here to here, watch. Just like that. Whoa. 1 last time. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now, not only is these go across like that from one place to the other, they'll also go up. This requires a little bit more practice, okay? So that's number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3. Now, if you watch, they'll beam up just like this. Now, if you don't snap your fingers, they don't come to the top. You gotta snap just like that. They come to the top just like that. Isn't that weird? This is number 1, that's number 2, just like that. 1, 2, up to the top just like that. That's number 2. 1 last time, just like that. Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, just like that. Too many cups. Too many cups. This is too complicated. We got to eliminate some of these cogs in the machine. Make it a little bit simpler. There we go. 1 cup, 3 balls. All I have to do is take the ball like this and give it a little squeeze and watch what happens with the ball. It's really small, turns into vapor, and guess where it goes? Under the cup, just like that. 1 more time. This time we'll do it from the top to the bottom. We'll use gravity from here to here. Watch. Just like that. That's 2. The last one I'll do in slow motion. Here we go. Ready? Okay, that wasn't funny. Slow motion. A little faster. And now faster than speed of light, just like that. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And tell you what, I'm going to start all over from the very beginning when there was lettuce and it was good. When I used all 3 cups. What I did is I took, so I'm starting over, and they also say not to repeat the trick. They say not to repeat because once you understand it, it's kind of like a joke. If you tell a joke, it's not funny the second time. But I'm going to repeat this and give you a second chance to catch me. But I'm not going to reveal it to you because that destroys all the magic. And that's what I think a lot of magicians that are out there, or they call themselves magicians, but they're just tricksters exposing stuff for clicks. Unfortunately. Because some people actually like magic. So here's what happened. I took the first ball just like this. I threw it up in the air. I catched it in my hand. I went underneath the table like that, and I pushed, and it jumped back under the cup just like that. So that's ball number 1. I do the same thing just like this, from here to there. We'll do the same thing with ball number 2, just like this. Take the ball, it goes under here like this, give it a little tap, and it jumps under the cup just like that. So this is ball number 2, and this is ball number 3. Goes under here, give a little snap. There, now we got 1 ball under each cup. Except they're 8 months pregnant. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Ta-da! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and berries. So there's my cups and balls routine. I'm going to come back out in front here and say hello. Ta-da! So did you enjoy that? See if I got some comments on Facebook or Periscope. See if anybody's there. Might be doing this stuff for myself, you know. Oh, my brother's on here. And my friend David Kirkaby's on there. Hi, David. There's a thing here that says I can bring him on the camera, but I don't think that's true because I'm on StreamYard and this is on Facebook. But someday I'd like to try that, and I would like to bring somebody on camera. Anyways, boys and berries, I've been on for 22 minutes. That's enough. I try and keep my videos around 10 to 20 minutes. Keep them short enough where you can consume it, and then long enough so that YouTube will rank it. That's the technique. So I appreciate you taking the time. Peace, love, and happiness. This is MagicBrad signing off. If you want to know more about me, you can go to magicbrad.com right here, or you can call me. And one way of getting a hold of me is, it's not there. I'm going to put it in here. Hang on a sec. I wanted this in here. Contact magic.com. Ta-da! So that's how you can get a hold of me. You go to contactmagicbrad.com. I've got my messenger, Facebook messengers on there, and my phone number. Easy breezy. I try and make it simple, right? 1 second. Go to Sorry for doing this stuff in front of you here. That's how rude is that? Not very rude at all, because that's just the way of the world these days. That's something separate. Sorry. Okay. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be well. Be safe. Peace, love, and happiness. MagicBrad signing off. Thank you very much. Bye.